Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday, and I just woke up, so I have bedhead going on. Whatever. So I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm apologizing for the lack of videos over the last week or two. I just have been sick. Like, you guys knew that I was fighting a cold when I went to the Nick Carter meet and greet. And then I think I mentioned in a video after that that I paid for that and I was even more sick that weekend. But then I think it was last week. Yeah, last week, Monday through Wednesday, I felt pretty good. I felt like the cold was almost gone, or by Wednesday I thought it was gone. And then Thursday night, my throat started to hurt a little bit again. And then I woke up Friday and it was really sore. And it was Good Friday, so I had the day off of work, which was good. And I basically slept half the day away. And then even with all that sleep, like, I was just basically laying around for the rest of the day. I had zero energy. I just couldn't get up. Like, the fatigue was so bad and my throat was so sore and I felt like crap, and I was like, what's going on? Like, I thought this cold was going away. So I don't know if this has been one long cold or if the first cold that I had, like when I went to the concert, actually did go away those 3 days I felt good, and then I got another one. And I know Nick had a cold and he was actually coughing into his hands a lot that day. And then going around and touching fans and people and stuff. And, you know, like, back in the day when I was a kid, everyone coughed in their hands. We didn't know any different, but we've learned now that you're supposed to cough into your sleeve or your elbow so that you don't put those nasty germs on your hand and then transfer them to other people. So I love you, Nick, but maybe I caught something from him, and maybe it's been two colds, or either that, it just, maybe I had a couple of good days and then it just came back. I don't know. I don't know if I caught two different colds or if it's just been one this whole time. But Saturday we got the, we called the house call doctor because my doctor, he usually has a walk-in clinic on Saturdays, but because it was the holiday weekend, it was closed. So we got the the on-call doctor or whatever to come here, and he did prescribe a 5-day course of antibiotics. Today is the last day to take them, and I don't know that they've really done anything, but, you know, antibiotics will only do something if it's bacterial, so I probably don't have anything bacterial. It's probably just viral and has to make its course. But just basically the way my doctors work is that because I'm taking drugs that suppress my immune system already, and that, so I have a compromised immune system. Usually if I have a cold that goes on this long, they will just put me on antibiotics as a precaution, just to make sure that it doesn't develop into something like bronchitis or pneumonia or whatever. So I've been taking those. So Monday I went to work, and it was hard to get through the day. I felt so drained, so fatigued. I just wanted to be in bed, but I really didn't want to call in sick again. But I made it through. And then yesterday my energy was a little bit better. I'm not stuffy. Despite how my voice sounds right now, I actually don't have a sore throat. But what I do have is a cough that just won't go away. I keep getting post-nasal drip. and then it causes this tickle in my throat, and then I start having these coughing fits. And so that's why my voice sounds so raspy, because I've just been coughing a lot. And yeah, it's really frustrating. Last night I had like this huge coughing fit and my head like felt like it was gonna explode. Oh my God. But anyways, I think I am on the mend. Like my energy at least feels a little bit better. I don't feel like so fatigued that I can't get up anymore. So I'm just, you know, keeping up with the cold medicines, taking vitamin C. It is what it is. When you have no immune system to fight these things, sometimes they do go on for a while before they go away. So I'm just going to push through it because today I have another concert. I have a ticket. I'm going by myself to go to an afternoon show, which is nice, so I won't be out late. To see Darren Criss, who played Blaine on GLEE, and I am a huge GLEE fan, so I'm really excited to go to that. And it has seats, and it's in this place called the Roy Thompson Hall, and I've only ever been there once, and that was to see Aaron Carter when I was in high school. I went with 3 of my friends and my mom. And it's a nice little venue. It's nice and small. I actually think I'm like in the 3rd row, if I remember correctly. So I'm really excited because I'll be nice and close. And hopefully the music won't be too loud because it's considered the Toronto Symphony here. So I don't think we're looking at like heavy banging rock music. He's supposed to be doing Broadway songs. So I think it's going to be a much more mellow concert, which is good because I won't be up like on my feet dancing and screaming or whatever. It's probably going to be a tame concert. And I can sit, which is like a big thing. There's seats. So yeah, and so yeah, so I pretty much have to leave in about 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and 50 minutes. So I am gonna get some breakfast. I am going to take my meds and watch Ellen from yesterday. Then I have to shower and get myself ready to go. So come along with me. Also, sponsor child updates. I received these in the mail yesterday, and they are little cards for me to fill out. They are called the spring cards, I believe they called them, to fill out and send to Maria and Yorgeles. And this is kind of cool. There's this picture here of Maria that I don't think I've seen this picture before, so it must be a recent one. Maybe they just haven't sent it to me yet, but I think I'm just going to take like a picture of it before I send it back in case I don't get this picture from them. But anyways, and then this one has Yorgeles, and this is like an older photo, I think, of her. Or maybe it's a more recent one. I don't know, but it looks familiar. I do believe I have this picture. But anyways, both cards are exactly the same in that inside, it's personalized with their name. So that's the only difference. But what it is it's a little thing to fill out. So basically, it says, "I'm so happy to be your sponsor." And then I have to fill in these blanks. So when I was young, I liked to eat. Today, my favorite vegetables and fruits are, and one thing I do to stay healthy is. So that's kind of neat. And then at the back, it says, you know, your sponsor child's name, and it says, "Stay strong and healthy." And then I have to sign my name. So I really like that. That's a cute idea. I wish they would do more stuff like that, because sometimes I have a hard time thinking of things to write to them about. So I think these little ideas, like these little cards that they send, it gives you something to write about, you know, it gives you an idea. Here we're discussing, I guess, like food and nutrition and vegetables because it's spring and people are growing vegetables and things. So it's a neat idea. It kind of gives you a little writing point to think about. So I hope that they'll start doing more of these. This is the first time I've received it, so it might be something new they're doing. I think it would be a lot of fun to fill out more little questionnaires for them, because usually I think it's like the yearly report that I receive from them has a little section like that where my sponsor child fills out a questionnaire like that. And I always enjoy reading it because I learn more about them, but I sometimes have, like I said, have trouble thinking of things to write to them about because I'm an adult and they're a child, and I don't know. But I think this is an excellent idea. So just thought I would share that. All right, I am ready to go. I am at the Eaton Centre right now, and there's people playing some kind of a dancing game, I guess, downstairs. Kind of interesting. You never know what you'll see in downtown Toronto. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm just filming on my phone because
so much work to take out my camera right now. Anyways, I am about to get dinner, and I will fill you guys in on the show when I get home.
So I had dinner at the Eaton Centre, and what's at the Eaton Centre? The American Girl store. So I just had to. What could it be? Well, this is new. Never seen Riley try to get in my purse before. What are you doing? What are you doing, Riley? 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 Hey, Riley, what are you doing? Silly boy. Well, guys, I'm home, and so I had A&W for dinner. I love their burgers. They are the best. And then I went and did a little shopping around. It has been so long since I've really been to that mall and looked around that mall. And man, oh man, has it changed over the years. I mean, it almost seemed like a whole new mall to me. It was weird because when I was a teenager, that was the place that my friends and I loved to go. Either that or Scarborough Town Center. But Eaton Centre, if we were headed to the downtown area, we would always make a stop at the Eaton Centre and to either just grab dinner or just walk around and shop. But it's really, really changed. I remember at one time there used to be a section of the mall where you had to walk through this one big department store. I think it may have been the Bay or something. You had to, or Sears maybe. You had to walk through to get to the other side of the mall. And so it made it really confusing to navigate to certain stores that you wanted to get to. But I don't think they have that anymore. When I was there, I kind of noticed that you can walk from one end of the mall to the other, and I don't believe there's any blockage anymore. There's no having to walk through a different thing to get to a different part of the mall. It's just one mall now, I think. It was really interesting to see, and just to see how the stores have evolved there and changed, and how different the food court is now to what it used to be. So it's obviously been a very long time since I've really been to the Eaton Centre. I guess the last time I went was just to go to the American Girl store because I was in that area, but I didn't look at the rest of the mall when I was there, and that I think was my first time there in years. So yeah, so it's been years since I've seen the mall in its entirety, and it is crazy. But I went into H&M, and I love their baby clothes section there. That has to be the best one I've come across in Toronto so far. So I think I might go and do some shopping there another day. I just kind of got ideas, and then I kind of went into Old Navy for a bit, and then American Girl store I had to go. And I did buy a couple things, but I'll show you guys what I bought in a separate video. I bought 2 American Girl things, and I bought 1 thing from HMV, so I'll just kind of throw that in there. But the concert was amazing. It was very different to any concerts I've ever been to before, in that it was in Roy Thompson Hall, which I've only ever been in one other time for an Aaron Carter concert when I was in high school. And mainly what plays there now are orchestras, classical music, the Toronto Symphony. So it was the Toronto Symphony playing, which I've never got to experience them before. And it was an amazing thing to experience. Darren Criss, who played Blaine on Glee, was one of two singers that sang different songs from different musicals throughout the show. And he explained how much of an asset having the Toronto Symphony back them was, because he said in Broadway musicals, the orchestra is in an orchestra pit and it's a small little area, and so they can't fit a massive orchestra. It's like very, very small. So in having a full stage full of a symphony, an orchestra, it just produced such a richness to the sounds of these Broadway songs. It just gave a new life to them and just made it like feel fuller with more instruments, and it just was amazing. And it had me tearing up a bit, but it was so cool. Like, they did the new arrangement of it that they had done in Glee. I don't know which song it was. It was a song from a musical I've never heard of, but he did this beautiful song at the piano. He actually played the piano. And then another point, he played the guitar acoustically, all by himself. And he did this whole new take on I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables. And oh my goodness, it was amazing. I so wish I could have at least filmed that, because he put a whole new spin on the song. He took it from a Broadway song and he made it into like something like you would hear from Ed Sheeran. It was incredible. I was like captivated. It was just amazing. Betsy sang Let It Go from Frozen, and the reason that she did that is because they were announcing that in 2018 there will be a stage musical of Frozen. So that was pretty cool, and she did a really, really awesome job, and she actually looked like Elsa because she had the blonde hair and she kind of had it back a little bit like Elsa, and she had a blue flowy gown. She had like 5 gowns for this show, man. This girl was in gowns, so classy. Oh my gosh, every single gown was gorgeous. And yeah, it was just awesome. I had an awesome time. And as I said, unfortunately I couldn't film, but when they came out to take their final bow, I thought, the show's over now. I'm going to try and sneak in a couple of photos, because I saw lots of people pulling out their phones and taking photos on their phones. And I thought, I'm just going to start to do it. So I took a couple of pictures, and then they did an encore song of a song from Rent, which was one of my absolute favorite musicals. And so I thought I would try getting at least one little clip of him singing in there. But Betsy started off the song, and then when it was about to go into the second verse, I thought Darren was going to come in on the second verse, but then Betsy kept singing the second verse. And so I got a little bit of that on video of her singing and him kind of just waiting there for his part to come up. And so I was like, come on, I'm waiting for Darren to sing so I can get on video. And then all of a sudden I felt this nudge on my shoulder. Now, I don't know if it was someone accidentally bumping me or if it was like some person behind me tapping me on the shoulder to say stop filming or stop taking pictures because it's not allowed kind of thing. I didn't turn around to see. I was too scared. So I just turned off my camera from that point, and unfortunately I didn't get a clip of him actually singing, but I did get a couple of nice pictures of him before they left the stage. It was kind of annoying. Like I said, I don't know if it was just someone accidentally bumped into me, but it really did feel more like someone was tapping me or like poking me as if to say stop filming. It was funny because it was a matinee show, and so like I swear to God, 98% of the audience was elderly people. And I was like, do elderly people really know Glee? Like, do they like Glee? Do they know who Darren Criss is? So it was a little odd to see. And so I wonder if it was like some crabby old person behind me that was like, put your phone away. So I just didn't do any more with that, but whatever. So that was kind of weird, but, yeah, so, but anyways, I enjoyed it. It was awesome. And I mean, I did hear some elderly ladies talking on the way out saying, well, I don't know who those singers were before, but they were wonderful singers. So I'm just thinking, I think maybe most of the people that went there didn't even know who the singers were, didn't know that Darren's like this big television star from Glee. I don't think so. So I thought that was kind of funny. I guess they just wanted to go to the Toronto Symphony, and they were excited that they were going to play Broadway stuff. So, oh well, it was good. So just to quickly show you, this is Betsy Wolfe, and then Darren Criss, who played Blaine on Glee, which, oh my gosh, I just have to say, he was one of my favorite characters on Glee. I loved him and Kurt as a couple. I thought they were amazing together, great on-screen chemistry, and it was just crazy though, like, because Darren is totally straight. He's not gay, but Chris Colfer is gay, so it was really interesting to see them play that role, and I thought they both did a fantastic job. They were probably my favorite couple on the show, other than Rachel and Finn, of course, but Corey Monteith passed away, and oh my God, that was just heartbreaking, because I really wanted to see Finn and Rachel get married in the end. But anyways, so this is what they sang. So the symphony started out with selections from Phantom of the Opera, and then Darren sang I Love Betsy, and then the two of them together sang Getting Married Today from The Company, which I've never seen The Company. I didn't recognize the name of the song, but once they started singing it, I realized that it had been a song that was actually sung on Glee at one point, so that was kind of cool. And then they sang Unusual Way from 9, and I can't remember who sang that first. Now this, I'd Rather Be Sailing from A New Brain. This was sung by Darren while he played the piano. The symphony did not play with him. It was just him and the piano. Gorgeous job. And then the symphony did did the song Ragtime from Ragtime, which is another one of my all-time favorite musicals. So that was really cool. And then Betsy sang Meadowlark, which was gorgeous, beautiful song. And then they did yes, Darren did Streets of Dublin, trying to do a Irish accent, which is funny, from A Man of No Importance, which I've never seen that one. And then they did A Summer in Ohio from the last 5 years. And then the symphony did this little thing from, or no, sorry, they sang the song from The Bridges of Madison County. Yeah, they sang that together. It was a duet. And then there was an intermission, and then they came back and the symphony did a Chicago suite, which was cool. Then there was the Let It Go from Frozen, which was sung by Betsy, obviously. And then Betsy and Darren did Suddenly Seymour, which I love that song so much. Oh my God. One of my favorites. I learned that song back in high school when I was in the music theater program, and just love it. Actually, my best friend of mine sang it with, I think our boyfriend at the time, and they had everyone in tears. They did such an awesome job, but love it, love it. And then they did Slowly Falling from Once, which was another excellent one. And then Darren came out with just his guitar and did I Dream a Dream. Amazing version. Loved it. And then the orchestra did a Les Mis thing they did at the end of the day. And Do You Hear the People Sing, which was incredible. And then Darren came and did You and Me from the Book of Mormon. And he kind of duetted that with the conductor of the orchestra. And then Betsy ended with Maybe This Time. And then, like I said, there was a encore of Take Me or Leave Me for Months. So it was really, really cool. So afterwards, I did go and I found the back door. There was already tons of fans there waiting, but I would say there was only about like 40 people or something. And anyways, we were waiting for about a half hour when security came, or well, before that though, Betsy Wolfe came out to say hi to everybody. Just a quick hi because she had to go somewhere. So she didn't like sign autographs or take pictures or anything, but she came out to say hi. It was pretty cool. And we're like waiting for Darren, and so security comes and says, follow us. We're going to line you up here closer to the backstage door for when he comes out. And we're getting all ready and we're getting all hyped up. Yay, he's going to come out. He's going to meet us. And then 15 minutes later, security comes back and says, sorry, he won't be able to come out in between performances today. So you're all going to have to leave. And we were like, what? Like, he's not gonna, they're like, he's not leaving the building because he had another performance of the same show coming up at 7 p.m. tonight. And they're like, oh, you know, he isn't leaving the building, so he won't be able to come out in between. And we're like, but if he's staying at the building, like, why can't he come out for even 15 minutes to see us? Because by that point, half of the people left when we were told to leave, and the others were sticking around in hopes that he would change his mind and come out. And we're waiting, and they're like, no, he won't be coming out. And we're like, there's only like 20 people out here. Like, he can't take 15 minutes to come out and say hi and sign a couple autographs and go back inside. So that was like kind of a big disappointment. I was hoping to meet at least one person from GLEE who's like my all-time favorite show ever. So I was a little sad. I actually can't believe it. I waited an hour and a half with everyone, and then I was freezing. My hands were cold. My feet were starting to go numb on me. Raynaud's was kicking in. I'm like, I can't take this. I'm getting out of here. I need to go somewhere and eat and head home. So I just gave up, and I'm glad that I did because I was following the people that were there still. After I left, I was following them on Twitter, and he never did come out. So I would have been waiting there for God knows how long for nothing, but he never came out. But then someone mentioned on Instagram that he apparently had a contest for some fans to win tickets to the matinee show and then meet him backstage after. So before saying that he was being not so nice by not coming and acknowledging and saying hi to his fans for all 50 minutes, he maybe actually couldn't do it because he was doing meet and greets inside the venue with contest winners. So who knows? But I still wish he would have like maybe just taken like just a few minutes, just a few minutes. There was like a small little group of us, but oh well, whatever. I still had an awesome day, and it was great to get over to the mall and do a little shopping, and had a nice dinner myself, and now I'm home and I'm going to bed because it's late. And I have to actually work tomorrow. Usually I would have tomorrow off, but Margaret's mom needs me for a little bit in the morning, so I'm probably going to be there like only 3 or 4 hours, and then I'll have the rest of the day to myself. But gotta get to bed because I gotta get up in the morning and go to work. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm really sorry that I wasn't able to get much footage from the concert, but whatever I did get, I'll stick it in there for you guys so you can at least see what it looked like. I'll stick it in the pictures and all that. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm off to bed. My sleeping pill's kicking in, so I'm like, woo. See you in the next video. Bye, guys. Bye.
Hey, this is Nick Carter, and you're watching Life with Krystle.
Hey guys, it's